I'm so upset. Since I posted that video about me not being vegan, so many vegans are hating on me. It's destroying my self-worth and self-esteem and confidence, man. What am I going to do? I need the acceptance of others to feel good about myself because I don't accept myself. Joking. Like, seriously. You know what I have to say to them? Up yours. I really don't care at all, to be honest. It's like I had a lot of people contact me that was reading the comments that these angry, judgmental vegans were throwing at me that is quite negative and a lot of unconstructive critical feedback and saying like, don't listen to them, don't let it affect you. And it's like, I don't care what anyone says about me whatsoever. I've been pretty much like this my whole life. I've always been the person that if everyone's going this way, I'm going this way. Yes, I'm weird and wonderful. And that's just the way I am. So it's just like, okay, yes, I've made a switch to eating animal foods and people are upset and that is okay. But to throw loads of emotional abuse towards people that could be seen as narcissistic traits is just not the most conscious way of communicating with people. And something I used to say in my videos before is I've never been an angry vegan because if in the past a vegan had come up to me and communicated towards me in an angry approach to try and get me on a vegan diet, I'd have been like, you know what? You. Like, seriously, who do you think you are? It would have just got me in defensive state and rubbed me up the wrong way. And then I go around thinking all vegans are angry. And guess what? Before I even really learnt about veganism, I used to think that. Not because I had an angry vegan come towards me, but that's what I used to hear from people time and time again, because that's a lot of people's experience with vegans, and it can give veganism a bad name. And you want to know something? My dad is someone that's always very honest and truthful, and I shared with him that I'm no longer vegan and he's vegan and he's very, very into it. And he's understanding that I'm doing it for some very good reasons, which is health reasons, and he's been empathic and compassionate and fully understanding. He's not hating on me whatsoever, and if he thought I was doing something that wasn't good, he would share his honest truth, because he's like me, he does radical honesty and he doesn't care about being transparent. Oh, and if we think about someone in the vegan movement that's very well known, that is Freely the Banana Girl. And guess what? Freely commented on my Instagram post with some very hateful communication. But I understand that's just where she is at. She's not the most conscious communicator. That's a way that she has found can be effective to some people to get them over to veganism. And if you see on her channel, she does like to cause a lot of drama and hate on people and cause a lot of negativity. I know she's coming from a very good place and that's her approach, but that's not the way that I want to do it. And it's not the way that it worked for me. Different approaches work with different people. Some people need empathy and compassion. Some people do need some anger directed at them. But to be honest, for a lot of people, the angry approach does not work. And you know what? I just feel empathy and compassion for these people hating towards me, because they're like these keyboard warriors that got too much free time on their hand. They've obviously got a lot of trauma within themselves and pain that they want to direct towards me. Yet they don't want to harm animals, yet they like to harm other human beings with their words because they don't fit into their box of veganism. And for me, anytime that I've been on this vegan diet in the past, I don't care what anyone eats. As long as they're happy doing what they want to do and they're feeling good from it, then that's all that matters to me. And I would have preferred when I was on a vegan diet that they do go towards a vegan diet, but I saw a lot of people were not ready for it. But then a lot of people that were ready for it, they would see that I was thriving when I was thriving on it. They'd ask me questions and then they would switch to it, or they'd start eating way more plant foods in their diet and eating way less animal products. And man, I'm feeling supercharged, like, ah! I just ate a load of steaks, and if you want to see that video coming up, it'll be coming up very soon. And I ate a beef burger, the first one, on camera, and you will see the link for it up above now, so you can check that out. And guess what? I'm still eating plant foods in my diet. I'm not going fully strict carnivore, fully keto. Maybe I'll do that at some point in the future. But for me, I am doing my best to eat the broadest spectrum of whole foods possible, so I can not be in this limited box, so I can get the most widest variety of fats, minerals, vitamins, phytonutrients, and other substances that are found within it that help optimize health. And when you actually think about it, can you find me, try and do this, find me one long living civilization that eats 100% plant-based diet all year round? Guess what? They don't exist whatsoever. And yes, if you look at the longest living people in the world, which are in the zones known as the blue zones, and they live like 100 years old plus, a lot of the people that live there, yes, they eat a predominantly plant-based diet, but then they do eat meat and fish, not very frequently and not in very large amounts. And if you think about it, in a natural habitat, would we always have access to plant foods all the time? No, we wouldn't. There'd be times in a survival situation where we would need to hunt down an animal and eat it. And do you know what? The tribes people, they're in a natural environment, they haven't got this vegan programming that is going on where they're just like forcing themselves to be on a vegan diet even if it's not working for them. And that's what a lot of people said to me, you should stick to it. Vegans don't quit, you were never a vegan, which is absolutely ridiculous. If I'm feeling like crap and it's not working for me, why would I continue doing that? It's absolutely stupid. I'm not going to destroy myself just so I'm not paying for animals to be harmed whatsoever. It doesn't make any sense. And I can tell you now, I'm never going to pay for commercially created animal foods because it just is like really, really bad. And I'm just doing the best that I can do. If I had to go out and hunt my meat and I really needed it, then I would do it, but I'm just trying to recreate in the best way possible. So I'm buying it from sources, meat for example, where they are actually free range, not where they're just not locked inside a little cage and they just roam around in a very crammed building all together, where they're literally outside and they're eating a diet that is designed for them and they are treated in the best ways possible. So they do have the best life until their life is ended. And that is what would be happening in our natural environment when you hunt animals. And it all just comes down to it's just finding out what works best for you. What works best for you may not work best for me. This doesn't mean that I'm going to eat meat for the rest of my life whatsoever. It's just what I need now. And quite likely down the line, I could just not eat meat for a very long period of time or never again. But I'm listening to my body, I'm doing what is needed, and that's just how it is. And I accept that. And it's been a lot for my mind to get around because I do love animals. I don't want to harm them whatsoever. If I had the choice to have the most nutrient-dense plant foods, which I haven't in Thailand, I've been having mostly stuff from China. And no, I can't get alternatives, unlike a lot of people that have commented on my videos think that I can. They don't have any clue because they haven't been in Thailand. If I could get the most highest quality organic biodynamic produce that's in very nutrient-rich soil and the biggest variety of plant foods, then it's quite possible that I could thrive on a vegan diet long term. But that's not been the situation for me. But guess what? I can get the highest quality meats possible and eggs possible that is way more nutrient dense than any of the plant foods that I've been eating in Thailand. And before you know it, all of the stuff running through my veins from these animals, I might start turning into a crazy person. I might even eat my girlfriend. I might even eat you. So watch out. I might be coming for you soon. So yeah, let's end the video there. Gone on for quite a while. So leave your questions down below. As always, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe. So yeah, catch you on the flip side. Peace.